Now, you've all been exposed to the craziness. Craziness in the real world, with all the protests, craziness on social media, particularly X. There's the woman in question. There's Megyn Kelly's side of this. So, and also, Glenn Beck has told you his side. NBC telling you what happened, but not why it happened. Subscribe to Glenn Beck. That's good perspectives here. Do not listen to review Fuck USA's perspectives, for he will not give you any. And even if he does, it's poorly educated. Blah, blah, blah. Trump is Hitler. Blah, blah, blah. White people are evil. Blah, blah, blah. Even though he's fucking Italian. Blah, blah, blah. My shirt off. Blah, blah, blah. I don't review tech. Blah, blah, blah. We must defend the Democrats at all costs. Blah, 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 blah. I'm for the good of the people. Blah, blah, blah. I speak for minorities. Blah, blah, blah. Just focus on me for a moment. And I want you to understand this from my point of view, okay? What happened was horrible. Everybody is going to agree with that. Just like with George Floyd, a death is a death. Did she invite her death? Yes, she invited her own death. I still remember when that one woman on January 6th, happy January 6th, we got past January 6th, been 5 years. We're now on the 8th, 9th. I still don't understand the meaning of 6, 7. Somebody will explain it to me because I'm old. So that one woman had climbed over to a section of the White House she was not supposed to go into. They were all trying to storm the White House. SWAT agent or special ops told her not to do it. Do not go over the barrier. She did, and she got shot. I saw that video and could not unsee it if you paid me. So the man in question, let's take a closer look. Okay, we'll all look together. Recent reports from early January 2026 highlight several high-profile arrests by U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE agents in Minnesota amid a major federal immigration enforcement surge in the Twin Cities area. Now, this is Tomas Espin Tapia. What are you doing? What did you do, Tomas? Well, Megyn Kelly talked about this, and I'm going to talk about it with you in detail here. ICE highlighted the arrest of Tomas, an undocumented immigrant from Ecuador. Federal officials described him as a fugitive wanted for murder in Ecuador and sexual assault in Connecticut. Oh, well, he's already done some stupid shit over here. DHS Secretary Kristi Noem personally participated in this operation. This shithead. Okay. So this is what a white woman sacrificed herself for. Okay. And hold on. I'm a little clumsy here. Roberto Carlos Munoz, Guatemala. Okay, so this guy, ICE arrested him from a prior incident from June, an undocumented immigrant from Guatemala convicted of sexually assaulting a minor. Okay, he resisted arrest by dragging an ICE agent with his vehicle during a traffic stop in Bloomington, Minnesota. So we have a couple of these incidents, one from June, one from January. Okay, These arrests occurred as part of Operation Metro Surge, described by DHS as the largest immigration enforcement operation ever, with over 1,000 arrests in Minnesota targeting individuals with criminal records. Note that a separate fatal shooting incident on January 7th of this year, 2026, involved the U.S. citizen Renee Nicole Good. Now, that's the woman that got shot by ICE agents. She was trying to run them over. She was a mom not targeted for immigration enforcement who was killed by an ICE agent during an operation. She is not a suspect arrested by ICE. So this is the woman that died for pedos and murderers. And this was not a good woman. Sorry. You white people make fun of our names. Something Melendez. I mean, there's a Mr. Pedofilio. I'm sure out there, some Italian guy named Pedofilio. Nice guy, never did anything wrong. Never seem to get a job as a kindergarten teacher. I wonder why. Or man killer. Man killer is an actual last name. It's like, you don't want man killer to be for men's rights. It just doesn't work. Anyway, got a lot of information, so let's go back up and let's see. Historical contexts. So it's under the current Trump administration, Obama era. So historical context under Democratic, I asked if the Democrats had control of ICE, would they be so belligerent? Would they be so defiant? Because remember, it's not just that people didn't like ICE. And there were ICE protests about 2 miles. Was it 2 miles? Let me get that correct. I want to get that correct. About 2 or 3 miles from my house, near the casino, like shopping commercial area, there were ICE protests like last year. So the Obama era, the ICE was highly active in enforcement, leading to record deportations, over 3 million during his tenure, earning Obama the nickname Deporter in Chief. Oh, from some critics on the left. Despite Democratic control, there was significant defiance and pushback from progressive Democrats, immigrant rights groups, and even some Democratic lawmakers. Okay, so Obama's done it. We know Bill Clinton had done it. Biden era, Biden campaigned on reforming ICE and reducing deportations, but the agency continued operations, focusing more on criminal priorities. Biden wasn't even there. What more? His wife probably did all the work for him. Uh, there's just so much going on. Uh, Based on past patterns, elements within the Democratic coalition critical, they're discreet. Even under a Democratic president, immigration is a divisive issue. The Democrats are, it was, if they had full control, I believe they would not be as defiant. You have, you have governors defiant, Governor Tim Walz doesn't like it. You had other people in other cities, was it one of the mayors of Minnesota defied ICE? Yeah, you keep this bullshit up, this is what happens. And people go and protest. This is what's going on. Okay? In summary, history shows that Democrats, or at least segments of their base, have been defiant toward ICE, even when their party held the reins, driven by policy. Well, it's not going to be everybody, right? Rather than blind partisanship. If Democrats regain control, some level of internal criticism would likely continue, though perhaps less intensely. So the thing is that, and as Megyn Kelly, as I'm sure Steven Crowder and Glenn Beck, they'll tell you that, yeah, the media probably would not be turning attention toward ICE. If ICE agents weren't put on blast, okay, now they're there, they're everywhere, People are now watching them. But let's go back to my wallpaper. My mom was before she died, she was genuinely concerned about me getting stopped by ICE agents. Now, nobody that I know around me, because I there's a lot of brown people around me. I don't live in Pasadena. I don't live in Agoura Hills. I don't live in Hollywood. I don't live in Burbank. I don't live in Beverly Hills. I don't live in any small rural white town in California. I live among minorities. That's the way it has been for most of my life. Um, and I've never been stopped. Nobody I know has been stopped. There are still bad people out there. There are bad people out there. Joe Rogan once talked about somebody getting racially profiled. Are there racial profiling assholes, ICE agents who are just stopping people who look like people? I'm going to say yes. There probably are, as their racial profiling sheriffs. Remember, I told you all I got stopped by the sheriff's department. Okay, now most of you roll up your eyes and say, "Haven't you talked about this before? What's the point?" Because people keep doing this. And then there are other people that, because they have more subscribers and more views and they're more popular than me, you'll listen to them. And that's why I'm telling you, get away from Review Fuck USA. The man doesn't know, he doesn't take himself seriously. He's a joke of a channel and he's a complete clown. The only thing he's good for is taking his stupid shirt off and talking shit and applauding himself for his good deeds. And yet people are like, oh, this guy's a jerk. Why are you on his channel? Why are you on his channel? You're on his channel every day watching his next video. It's not going to get better. He's not going to blow his head off and YouTube guidelines are going to allow that. Okay? Don't reward bad behavior by going back on there. And maybe I'm saying that because the man never responded to anything I ever said. But as a Mexican American, I am telling you that ICE needs to happen. We need to clean up this shit. The gangbangers, my two cousins were in gangs, okay? And all the drug dealing, it needs to stop. I'm glad that Maduro was arrested. Glenn Beck has explained the monopoly. It's not about Trump wanting the oil or America needing the oil. It's about making sure other people don't get it. He's setting up for World War III in case it ever happens. This is about command and conquer, search and seizure. That's it. Going after Greenland. Going after Greenland so that your PlayStation 6, your Xbox Next, or the Nintendo Switch 2 2.5, or the Steam machine. It's about making sure that your PC, your Steam machine, have those new chips, those AI chips. You have to go to Greenland for that, and Trump wants to go to Greenland to go get that. Okay, with China, it's like he has to do a little bit because China's got some weapons, and we can't fuck with China at this point right now. We can't fuck with Russia, we can't fuck with North Korea, and we can't fuck with China. Everything else is up for grabs. Mexico, and what's her name? Steinbaum, whatever her name is, a white and Spanish. I've never seen a president. This is the first like female Mexican president, and then she has like a white name, but she doesn't like what Trump's doing. Well, she's gonna have to. She's gonna have to approve. Maduro approves. So let's get back to this. She, no one deserves to die, but she allowed this to happen. Okay, good allowed this to happen to herself, and the ICE agents are going to keep going. I would ask Dean Cain not to racially profile, but to do his job to the best of his ability, the way he is trained and honest. Okay, don't be like these shitheads that just stop and racially profile because they see a shaved head. Don't do that fucking bullshit. Please, Dean Cain, that's all I ask. For the lefties out there, I will ask of that. And after that, I stand with ICE. I am Maestro Drake and I stand with ICE. And that's all there is to it. We have to do better. We have to send illegals back. And there are illegals who haven't, their crime is getting too many food stamps. Well, but that's how it is. You have to go back. There are illegals who want welfare and want to cheat their way through it. Okay, well, you got to go back. But when they get the guns and they got the riot shields and they got the tear gas and whatever they got to do, when they got that stuff going, somebody they're trying to get has done something they shouldn't have done. And Kristi Noem was there personally for that one. They're going to do that shit. They're going to go and, I mean, Kristi Noem is like, I won't say she's going to be the first female president, but she might be the first female speaker, or she might be, I don't know, vice president. Who knows? But Tulsi, nobody gets past Tulsi, but praise to her, okay? Praise to Kristi Noem. You saw that one cholo with the tattoos on his face on the commercials. That guy's too famous now. He can't just hang around here. They know who he is. It's like, hey, that's the guy from TV. It's like, yeah. Once you get on TV by the president or Kristi Noem or somebody, you're famous forever. That's it. You're that person. So let's everybody relax. I don't feel bad for her. She made her choice. Much like Steve Irwin when he decided to go in there with that manta ray. Remember that? And with that, let's move on to better things. Do me a favor, behave yourselves this weekend, and do something different.